So we picked up where we left off, where all the members who passed the second phase is now inside of the church academy to get ready to do the final phase in order for them to all become Grand Crosses. For as the final phase is very simple but yet very hard at the same time, where each of them have to fight one out of the three Grand Crosses. As we see them appear in front of us, the Demon Realm Special Forces Toji, the Deputy Commander Ono, and the Commander of the Deep Green Knights Senpai Yana. We then get a little intel from Tosaka highlighting that Senpai Yana is the father of that little shitbag that tried to kill Tosaka in the Forest of Momentum. The Grandmaster begins to highlight the rules of this matchup, where basically you will face them in a head-to-head combat, and they will elevate your skills. In doing so, the Grand Crosses will analyze how good you are and will give you a pass or a no pass, depending on your current skill levels. But basically to Hitsugi, all he heard was, so if we beat him, we get the pass. To that, we see Toji speed blitz the hell out of him, all swagged as shit, basically just to tell him, yeah, it's something like that. And you know what? In order to become a Grand Cross, you gonna need spirit like that. So best believe they gonna like each other in the near future. Not like that though. As Grandmaster set it up as a 1v4 matchup, so this is gonna be interesting. We see Hitsugi and Mako versus Toji. We see Sengoyama and I don't know the rest of them dudes versus Ono, and the Senpai Yana is getting 4v1 with Tosaka and Kiyoshi in the same team up. Again, we start off with the first matchup with Toji versus Mako and Hitsugi. The other two don't fucking matter. And then we get to see this shiny glistening armor, which Toji gets to highlight. That's a cross armor, and that's a rarity in itself. He says that as she skywalks on top of him, ready to give him the battle axe treatment, not only that shit fucking failed by stopping it with one finger, it cracked her leg armor, not only showing how strong but how durable fucking Toji is, and how a Grand Cross is compared to like a class 1. Meanwhile, on the other side, fucking Humpty Dumpty and Pinhead over here got fucking folded by Yana, leaving Tosaka and Kiyoshi left out of the four of them. Tosaka willing to be the next one to go against Yama, Kiyoshi cheers him on and then reminds him to take deep breaths in the midst of the battle. So now it's Tosaka versus Yana, and just like father like son, he also begins to shit talk Tosaka, saying that it's impressive that you made it this far, which only goes to show that this fucking test is a damn joke. And the only difference between him and his him and his father, he don't even like his son either. He don't like his son because he thinks he's a disgrace to the Yana family. He then goes to say that he believes he heard that he's a director of some branch outside of the country, and begin to shit talk that too, saying that that's good because that seems up to your standard. Tosaka ain't trying to hear none of that, so he whips out his pentagram sword and begins to rush at Yana. Yana uses his ability to attack him, and Tosaka begins to hack and slash in the vines. This is where we see Cook did some weird ass shit. I'm assuming that he does a air attack from above just so Tosaka can get a sneak attack. We then get to see Yana's crest exorcism Soylent green as he make an attack from the roots creating an upper attack called Jack. Cookstar immediately diving towards Tosaka, wrapping around his arm right before Yana was able to wrap both Tosaka and Cook around in a cocoon with his vines. But right when you think it's over, Tosaka immediately slashed right through the beanstalk as we see what Tosaka's intention of doing with Cook, where he's able to make something called Cook Obliterator mode, where he's basically making like a sword. I'm assuming, like, I'm pretty sure that's a sword. It has to be a sword. We then see a flashback of Tosaka in his hometown, training with Cook and shit like that, and then we see Kiyoshi and Hitsugi. So pretty much this is all a build up to say basically all what I've done so far cannot go to waste, not in this moment, as he continues to hack and slash Soylent Green. Eventually he was able to not only pin him down, but basically hold a blade next to his head, pretty much signifying that he won. And you would think he would win. You know, everybody looking at, well, not everybody, Kiyoshi and Hitsugi looking at this shit impressed as hell, because somebody who's been doing this for 10 years, finally, at least they finally think, you know, he got the upper hand. Is what I would say, until Tosuka let his guard down, which leave Yana to make a surprising attack, leaving him unconscious. So long story short, he failed, and in knowing that, Kiyoshi immediately calls him out as a coward. But Yana is like, bro, what you mean? You think you can have the same type of energy for a fucking demon? They slimy, bro. You gotta, in order for you to fight one, you gotta think like one at least. And just when you think that was enough, he then continues to put his foot on Cook's head, pretty much wanted to kill this motherfucker because he thought this was a sign of weakness. But before he can do that, Kiyoshi immediately grabbed Tosuka and Cook out the way and put them to the side. Then we got Tosuka downplaying himself, saying that he knew that he couldn't fight Yana, or he just wasn't as strong. So in order for that case, I want you should be able to be the one to defeat Yana and pass the exam. He'll just do it next year. And in hearing that, Kiyoshi got pissed off and then asks Yana, so you want me to treat you like a demon? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Yana said yes. So it's like, all right, cool. I'm finna exercise the hell out of you. And that's the end of chapter 15.